Question is, if I'm doing an activity or if I'm doing something of which I expect an outcome, what are those things that I have to know beforehand so that I would be able to track or have a feedback system in order to know whether I'm able to do that or not. If I have to make it simple, if I'm doing an activity, what are the pieces of information that I should know that will tell me that the activity is happening in the right direction, or I'm I will be able to achieve the desired outcome once I finish the entire exercise. So according to me, there are five pieces of information that one has to know if you're doing an activity. The first and the most important thing is the power law of the activity. I mean, what is the most difficult part of the activity, or what is the most time consuming part of the activity, or maybe what is the most money making part of the activity, in the sense the most important thing of the entire activity, because everything in that activity will be assembled around that activity. So if you take an example, uh, I'm taking the example from the book itself of making breakfast. So let's say breakfast consists of three things: uh, coffee, bread, and an egg. Okay, and egg happens to be the most important part of the breakfast, because people like the egg most. So you will design the entire operation around the egg part, as in how much time the egg would take, how much heat or temperature there it has to go through. Everything will be designed as it is the power law of the entire breakfast making activity. Then once you've defined the power law, then you have to ask yourself, what is the process that I'm going to follow for doing this activity? Process would mean different steps that you will go through. Step 1 will conclude into this, step 2 will conclude into this, step 3 will conclude into this. So this constitutes of the process. Third thing you will ask yourself would be, once I'm done with different steps of the process, how will I assemble them? So the third point is assembly. Once you have done those small bits and pieces of the process part, you have to assemble them so that you can in the end be able to do the fourth part, which is the testing part. So you have found the power law of the problem, then you have done the process part, which is doing small steps that allow you to do the activity. Then you assemble the entire process part, and then you test whether you were able to achieve what you wanted to achieve with this process. And the fifth part would be, you have to know the duration of each of these activities. I mean, if the process step consists of multiple minor steps, so you have to know the duration or the expected duration that it should take, so that you would know you're going in the right direction, how much time the assembly would take, and how much time the test would take. So the fifth part becomes the duration. So if you have to conclude, there are only these five pieces of information according to me. First is, you should know the power of the entire activity. Second is, you have to know the process step or steps. Third is, you need to know the assembly, how you're going to assemble, how much time it would take. Fourth is, you have to test, and if it doesn't produce the desired outcome, then you have to redo the entire four steps. And the fifth is, you should know the time duration of all of those activities, all of those sub-components. If you are able to fit all of those components into a system, then you can be fairly sure that you're going in the right direction. I'll add more to it